Alright, so we're back, and looks like we've got about 3 minutes to spare. But I just wanted to go and explain a few things that are going on right now. Um, One thing that I would like to get some attention for is just how warm this thing still is. So if you see where I'm pointing at, wow, look at that. So I took this off the stove uh, an hour ago, and I haven't added any heat since. What I did was I moved it to the side of the burner after turning it off, so it had a little bit of heat, so that I could get it clamped down to kind of retain our vapor lock. And I turned on the fan. I ended up moving it off of the stove though, because the balance of the motor was starting to make the bucket kind of tip back and forth, and I wanted it to be a bit steady for the test, and so I just quickly moved it over, and everything seems to be working fine. Something interesting to note right now is the noise. I'm hearing a lot of dripping. A lot of dripping inside the container. And so with that, let's let the clock go to 9:22. So we're actually at an hour, and I'll show you what's inside. All right, so you can see it has been exactly 1 hour. So let's just go ahead and we'll turn off the fan. And I'll start unclamping all this stuff and we can see what's inside. And clamps have been removed. Now it's kind of hard for me to operate the camera at the same time as all this, but we can go ahead and take the lid off, and oh yeah, and there's quite a bit of condensation in there. When I did the test before, the condensation in the lid was completely gone because there was nothing left to evaporate. So let's take a look. Okay, you probably can't see it too well, but it looks like we do still have some water down in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the amount of water that we have in the exterior. And so I'll come back in a second and let you know what the result is. Alright, so, we did end up with a little bit over a pint. This test didn't go quite as fast as the last one. What we might try next is actually doing it at boiling temperature and see how fast we get evaporation over. But for now, I'd call this just a mild success because it is slightly over a pint now, and it's hard to measure exactly how much it transferred. But we're gonna put this back together and let it run for a few hours. And then we'll come back in the next video and talk about what we find.